Here you go.
Yeah, it's you know, since Snax joined this roster, we haven't had any success for GamerLegion on this map aside from, you know, one win over FaZe. Sure, notable. It's been a string of L's, but you know, like we said, they took down Monty. They had a solid CT side. Snax had some great positional play. It's something we've been hyping up a lot for GamerLegion, but they'll have to have all that and more to get through the monsters of MOUZ who are chewing through GamerLegion in this series. We saw a phenomenal map for Xertion and some great calling for Shui as well. Who knows what Ancient has in store, but it certainly could be a qualification to the playoffs at bare minimum and the chance to run to the semi-finals in that upper bracket match. MOUZ look to make the most of this opportunity. They have truly had some legendary games on Ancient, not just against Cloud9 yesterday, but even Cloud9 at that Rio Major. Can another run begin in the green jungle? Xertion does begin in cave and find a 5v4.
Oh, this is all going to come down to Snax and his dual Berettas, and he's so blind. One kill from him, but that's the end of the line. You couldn't really expect more of Snax there. The flash leaves him absolutely wrecked. And so bomb now planted, MOUZ even teeing up long flashes. They're hungry for space. They just want more. And Xertion, what a way to open up. 4 kills in the pistol, keeping up appearances from that ludicrous start back on Overpass.
How did GamerLegion shrug it off when they get 35 kills against them from this guy, and then he opens the pistol with a 4K, one-tapping your team on long rotation? That is a painful way to begin the game for GL. And you know MOUZ are just having a ball right now. They're having so much fun. They feel like they can do no wrong. Full eco.
I mean, you know, Xertion always was a phenomenal presence in the server, but you feel like since that departure of Frozen, there's even more of a spotlight put on him, and I think he's done a fantastic job of rising to the occasion. Thrust into center stage and loving the limelight. Brolin, ooh, there's a lot of them coming down the ramp. Only these USPs though. And with support from Shui, the attempted lane take denied with just the pistols left to fight with. This is a MOUZ conversion waiting to happen.
No reason or way to put a stop to it. With the bomb planted on A. They're going to go hunting as well. Ooh. Cheeky angle for Snax, but everyone else removed. 2-0. I'm not talking about the series, not yet at least, but MOUZ are trying to get there. GamerLegion's first full buy, AWP will be delayed as a result of taking that full eco round 2. Hopefully we can see Acor come off to a stronger start in this game, being on the favoured half for an AWP. Less necessity for Torchy to have it if they're going to be running fast executes. Mid-take for MOUZ delayed. Expecting more utility than maybe GamerLegion do throw. It's just Isaac rooting Donut. Triple B the first gun round.
And I really love how just independent Brolin is, how much faith they have in him. To put pressure on as a one-man unit.
He's faking very hard right now, keeping 3 players here.
That leaves just 2 in defense of this A site. Vault backing off into Donut. Does have a man alongside him. It's him and Isaac.
Shui's coming through on this lurk as well. Check him out in middle. He's about to cause a problem, cause commotion at the back of the Donut. Volt jammed in, does get a kill. There's a second lurk in mid, but Brolin dies to the red swing, and now they're in trouble. Torchy needed to live after that kill, but he simply couldn't afford to. Volt, same story. Tucked back, deals with his kill very well, leaving Jimpat in a clutch.
Quick reload, going to top up the M4. He's going to need all the bullets if he wants to withstand this one. Smoking through, but they're on that bomb. It's the 10-second stick. Kio's trying to hold it. His teammate watching on. It's a little awkward, and the defuse just comes in time. Right before Yumpa can make it through that fatal funnel of smokes. GamerLegion steal that one from under MOUZ's nose. So they're going to get their first on the board early.
Yeah, that was pretty desperate for MOUZ because they have all the control, but they still don't plant for Donut. They still don't give a setup there because they don't have Donut yet. Shui was late on that lurk. They smoke it off and they just go for a safe plant, but that's where they choose to take in the post, and that's what puts the Impact in such an uncomfortable position there. He had to run through. And I'm sure he could feel the stick was coming with no kit, but little he can do. Same story for Isaac. Gets absolutely blown out of the server as they break the smoke.
Oh, and when you lose mid, you lose the red room this quickly, this decisively.
Oh.
That causes massive...
Oh, no.
How did he get them both?
What a transfer.
They're double swinging him. That looked crazy.
Shui was spraying the wrong position in fairness, but even so, for Acor to get both kills with the of all guns, well, he'll take it. They're going to regress in middle and try and flank B, but MOUZ have already established control. They've taken the site. They just need to clear cave. They're not comfortable yet. They don't realize it's completely empty because Snax isn't here. He's fast flanking, and now they work it out. The Impact's got to turn around stat.
That molly could be death for Acor, and it is.
What can you do?
Tags him as it goes in, and from bad to worse there. Snax is here faster than they are prepared for. And Satoshi now learns about him the hard way. Vault making a bit of noise. Back in Jag, needs to clear this close angle, and he won't. Brolin and the Impact go on to close out the round, and so MOUZ ease their way back into this lead. They deny GamerLegion picking up any early momentum on this CT side. It's a harsh trip back down to reality. That last one coming down to just one player surviving and then having it instantly go against you in spite of that from Acor.
Also, I want to see if we get that again, but I'm pretty sure MOUZ didn't plant default. They planted like against the cave wall, which would make spamming for Yimpat super easy in a post plant, even easier than default does. So let's see if MOUZ use that plant again. If I did catch that right. Flushing into middle and flush down the bog. Stuck in the mud of GamerLegion. And wellies will not save you here. Two pistols constricted to Donuts. And MOUZ just free to move as they please. 4-1 up, almost assuredly on this T side.
So something I think we got to look out for is in a lot of these rounds, it's been relatively light over towards B, and I wonder if MOUZ in this follow-up round are going to put a bit more attention there, right? Because we know, ooh, Brolin, you saw him. Well, there we are. One of the tricks up GamerLegion's sleeve is they have some lovely takes of this lane area, right? They have some good util to do so, some good protocols to try and do so. And so I think if you're MOUZ, that's something that's going to always be just eating away at the back of your head. Don't get me wrong, Brolin is showing to be very capable when left to his own devices, but the solo MAC-10 hold on that side of the map just ain't it, so he might need a bit of help this time.
Be a good round to just go for a set piece out of spawn here for MOUZ if they really wanted to flex, but they're expecting full utility, and that's exactly what they'll get. Double molly mid, flash combo, they go swinging through. Shui does not care right now. He removes the orb like that, blinded behind the smoke, and a blinding double opener for the MOUZ captain. In-game leads him to a 5v3. Disrespectful opening kills. And there's another player. The barrel might give it up. Volt gets the frag. That's something, but MOUZ are not exactly worried right now. They're walking into A.
I mean, even now, he is pinned in there.
Good off angle. Oh, no. They've seen the shadow.
Dancing around, just trying to dodge being that next domino to fall in defense of this A site. Trying to buy some time, and he's done a good job of that at least. GamerLegion bring everyone over. They are all here right now. Brolin is holding for a lurk that's never going to materialize.
I'm stuck.
And Torshi is trapped back in main. The only one with util is Brolin, and he's a long way away.
Oh, no.
That collapse from GamerLegion. They move in, they isolate that bomb back in main, and they get all the glory. It's going to be left to Brolin in this 1v2. Now, you know who you're up against if you're GamerLegion. You're going to be constantly looking over your shoulder here. Usually left over towards that B side of the map, but he takes some safe routing to come out through main.
He's got the bomb, he could leave, but he'd have to run the whole way, and he didn't want to take the AK to give them noise. But he has so much room right now. Can he find a rifle? Does he just want to grab it? Looking for a kill before the plants. And the steps have been made. Now he can upgrade if he wants. He's just going to go stick, I presume. Smoke down, bomb down, but they're going to run at him. No chance in that post plant. Snacks will find it, and GamerLegion get on the board. Rare miscom for MOUZ, it feels like. Torchy realizes he can't actually safely cross with the bomb there, so he decides to hold off and play really passive. Meanwhile, MOUZ's util isn't down, so they're looking for kills in CT. GamerLegion hit a nice timing to re-aggress, but it seemed like they weren't aware that GamerLegion could just walk out Temple and flank those two side players, so felt like a miscom more than anything for MOUZ.
And considering the round starts with this, right, that's quite a huge miss from the MOUZ squad.
That's an example of when like playing lurks goes a little bit too far. If you are 5v3 and you're still leaving Brolin to lurk on B, you may as well just go 4 or 5 players together through A main or together in that A split. You know, Brolin could have joined them through Donut. There would have been 4 players in the site. Instead, there's 3. Brolin's holding a cave flank. It could be a valuable position. It could give them options, but you want to minimize the chance that you lose those man advantage rounds, and that's exactly how you do it. You stay grouped. So a little mistake, some teething issues for MOUZ, but it's actually a GamerLegion timeout who want to make the most of this opportunity afforded to them.
Instant red smoke lined up and some more focus getting put over towards this A site in this round from the MOUZ squad. In fact, to say more focus is an understatement. All the focus is leaning in towards A main.
Yeah, they've clearly got a game plan here.
Volt up on top of the boost. He sees shadows, he knows they're here, primed and ready to go for the first. Can't follow it up with anything more as Brolin gets that trade. And I mean, when you see Brolin out through main, you know that this is going to be the A play. They move in swiftly, they lock in all the trades. That plant is afforded, but it's Isaac to claim the advantage for GamerLegion. Goes unpunished, and there's that A-core AWP pulling up to the scene. It's all on Yimpa. And he's got so many angles left to clear. Tries to make a break towards CT spawn. At least gets himself out of the firing line of Donut. But his task is not done yet. A 1v3 required. And now they know where he is. They've got him pinned in. They'll chase him down. And they get away with that one easily. It all starts with that opener from Volt over at main. Initially, you think MOUZ are doing a good job of trading their way into it. The kind of swing kill in the round comes from Isaac, who was sat down bottom of the board for GamerLegion. He delivers here, gets that one, and then just fades out, allows them to play around this man advantage.
Yeah, Volt does his job there, but you feel like that's an oversight for MOUZ. It's a very common position for Volt to play. You'll often see him starting jiggling close main with a Molotov or on top of the boost. He likes to play up front and use those shadows to his advantage. But MOUZ, if they've done their prep, if they want to continue to abuse A like they've been doing all game so far, they've got to know about Volt's protocols. Here's the other side. They're going to smoke this Molotov. He gets out for free, and there's not even a kill for MOUZ as Volt swings for the frag. Brolin gone again. That gives full information. Volt's even double dipping, and it's a tasty morsel. Tastes like MOUZ. 4-on-1 in an instant. And Shuey spam through the smoke. Dear oh dear. We're in just instant XX at this A site, but getting caught off by Volt's, I want to say predictable tendencies, but they're also very good tendencies. Yeah, it may not matter if you know what you're doing. Yeah, you know what he's doing.
He has very solid protocols here, and he does largely approach it the same way. I think there's only so much variation you can throw in with like the A hold, but he is like automatic in this position in terms of how he approaches it, right? And he does end up feeling a lot of the times like a backbone of this GamerLegion CT side. So often able to do what he does there, get a couple of kills, slow down the site play. I mean, that's exactly what you want out of your solo A player.
Monty could not break through him, right? They went for they had the same game plan, actually. They went for so many A explosions like MOUZ, and there was not one round that they killed him without him taking someone with him, you know? So, sure, MOUZ, I'm sure aware of this, but back-to-back A pops and Volt multi-kills them both times. So something to look out for. 4-on-2. You could walk the smoke if you really wanted to. There's not much else available. Yimpat's still taking cave slowly. Torshi will wait in that fade, but if I know Yimpat, the smoke will fade before the young Finn is here.
Torshi's at least heard the footsteps, so they know about this AWP over a long, but that's not to make it any easier for Yimpat to clear it.
3 from Acor on the AWP. Not a bad round. 5-4.
The thing that's scary if you're MOUZ here is how these rounds have been getting cleaner and cleaner for the opposition. You know that right now GamerLegion is sitting on a tidy amount of money. And so the remainder of this half is going to be a real grind if you're MOUZ. It's not about winning that one round that breaks your opponent's money and so suddenly you start surging ahead into the lead again. You've got to grind your way through these GamerLegion bank accounts that are looking pretty buff. Unless your name's Kioz.
Of course. Big baller Kioz. Down to $50.
This is interesting, though, right? That initial game plan, because you're dead on. So many of these rounds have ended up over towards A. Clearly, they think that they can get past this Volt solo hold.
Ooh.
And they've been showing that's not the case. So now the onus falls to Shui. It falls to the rest of MOUZ. What else do they have up their sleeve here?
Mid-take, a close mid positions for GamerLegion. All jump spots dangerous. We've got the AWP of Acor, scope day main from Big, so I like the change up. GamerLegion are just trying to stay adaptive, stay ahead of the game rather than reactive. But look at Shui using that lurk smoke. He is inside of B. Kioz is patrolling, but not for long. Loses his head. Smoke in the mid-cave. They know Snax is here. He's been spamming, so Molly smoke combo. Even Snax can't push that smoke. He'll try. He's found a way.
Oh, he
always finds a way. They'll hunt him down. 4-on-3. Cave flank from that mid-take, and Acor with nothing to do but hold. That might be a save. I like the change-up for GamerLegion. It just comes down to Shui playing so aggressive so early, which we can expect from this guy, walking into B behind the lurk smoke. And even though Kioz is, Kioz is playing retake, he has to play safe, but also he can't not peek. He needs to be jiggling, he needs to be checking and getting the info that, yes, they are in B, you can start your cave flank. But as soon as you hear Snax spamming, you know, okay, there's probably max 1B. They have mid. Unless they've left A open, there's max 1B. Shui takes that space, he hits a nice headshot. And that is kind of how the round unravels. In-game leader brain.
I got nervous with the whole, smoke molly bug over in the cave with Snax, being able to play around it.
Of course.
But good protocol to deal with him. They threw that nade and chased it down straight away, so the hope in the round was short-lived.
Oh, they don't want heaven taken. The molly comes in, so MOUZ putting pressure on cave early, trying to keep Snax contained. Nice bounce for Snax with that Molotov. They cut off the AWPer, and he tries to break. Oh, again, the lurk through B.
Oh, gets out with one, does Torshi. Meanwhile, Exertion's all the way up in the red room. He's denying these rotates over to B.
Oh.
As GamerLegion try to scramble in. Exertion lights them up. Acor caught in his crosshairs. And now Isaac trying to make a ballsy play through that ramp smoke. I mean, a play had to be made here. You're down 2-on-3. Someone had to be the difference maker. And it's not going to be Isaac. He's kicked to the wayside.
Yeah, it looks silly, but it's one of his better options. He knows he's going to get split by 3 players, so he would rather be the one forcing the fight. And maybe catching MOUZ with nades out behind the smoke. MOUZ, though, after those 2 A pops that ruined their money, they've recovered very well. They've landed back on their feet. They've won back-to-back gun rounds going into the last of the half. And GamerLegion can buy no problem, but MOUZ have done everything they need to on the T side. Anything else is just gravy.
Yeah, and I mean, as we kind of spoke about, right, like the thing that makes this impressive from the MOUZ squad is that these haven't been free rounds. These haven't been easy. It's not like you've had pistols or SMGs to go up against. you're never going to get that reward really either, right? GamerLegion still getting 4 rifles out here, and that AWP save means that Acor at least gets to bring that into the fray.
I want to see what adaptation Snacks can call here, because right now they are getting beaten by a lurk smoke on ramp. Their MOUZ have back-to-back walked through solo and taken the B site and gotten an entry kill that has disrupted the round. So Snacks, who, as we mentioned, since joining this roster, has won this map 2 out of 9 times played now, if you count yesterday. So clearly adaptation to problems has been difficult for him on Ancient, a map that obviously wasn't in the pool during the heyday of his career. So what can he call? What can Ash put together? What can GamerLegion manage when they have everything they need weaponry-wise in the last round of the half? The onus is definitely more on them, because if MOUZ keep doing what they're doing, they're in for 7.
Yeah, I mean, even this in and of itself is like a little mind game here, though, right? Because MOUZ have been abusing this B lane control, and now if you try to pad out B too heavily, they're going to take real estate elsewhere. It's 1 kill off of the mid push for either side, but Sui is tagged down low. Brolin is left to lurk out on the lane, and he is anticipating aggression. He knows GamerLegion have had to make an adjustment on this side of the map.
Finally.
And so let's see, can Brolin make out like a bandit with any kills from this lurk at the lane? Right now, GamerLegion think they've got the control, and that's when Brolin plays his hand.
Oh, there is an AWP, though. Acor might be able to grab this kill. Very nicely done. Got to move quick now, MOUZ. They know they're on the clock. Volt inside of the smoke. Volt inside of the smoke. They have no idea, and they find out the hard way. He might have just saved the day at the end of the half. Volt has no doubt been the hero of this CT side for GamerLegion. Can Shui go above and beyond to close out their T side?
He was brought down to 5 HP right at the start of the round. And that's going to come back to haunt them. Volt, the hero, man, flying the GamerLegion flag high up on this A side of the map. It's because of him. This whole bomb site has just felt unobtainable, unreachable.
And look how safe they're playing. They want him to plant. They want to close that net slowly. They don't want him to roam and find a kill. So every second Shui uses looking for exactly that is time not wasted, but lost. Molly will allow the guaranteed plant, and Donut seemingly his path.
Snacks is instant. Snacks is immediate in through the back line. Shui's going to try fight forward, but this AWP has the pistol out. Now it dropped out from the round. Shui 1v1, and it's versus Snacks for this final round on the half. Pole v pole, and out with the swing. Snacks takes it home for GamerLegion, delivers a tie game as he locks Shui out of that clutch. In the clash at Katowice, it's Shui leading the way in the server. A tie game in spite of that. A few key rounds lost to the wayside as Volt steps up on the other side of things, locking MOUZ out of any A plays in that first half. His impact was stellar, but now GamerLegion go to the T side. And so this is where their greatest challenge yet maybe begins. It could all start strong if they're able to pick up a pistol round here and now.
Yeah, I'd like to see a heavy B setup in pistol as well. They've even got 2 donut and they're clearing middle. MOUZ, as proactive as we could expect after this series, they are making moves immediately. Shui's even holding a mid flash. He knows he doesn't need it. They're about to climb heaven and flank GamerLegion. The only danger is going too soon. They should wait for the nades and backstab rather than be the front runners here. Don't tell GamerLegion you know. Don't reveal all your cards. Let GamerLegion walk willingly into your stack. Xerxes shows his hand, and he versus his snacks, but comes out ahead.
And now this B-pop looks to come through, but it's going to be lacking any cave component, and these players getting up ramp is not a guarantee. As they move into the site, they are cut down. Brolin's dual Berettas deliver, and it's left onto Acor alone in a 1v4. MOUZ clamp down on this B play, and Acor finished off, denied any hope in that 1v4.
I just love watching MOUZ on CT sides. They just never sit back. They're really adopted to CS2 so well in that active information-seeking playstyle, and they have the aimers to back it up. Xerxes wins a very convoluted fight against the Glock. Not easy, given how good that gun feels in this game. But MOUZ box GamerLegion into a trap of their own and jam cheese down their throat. Hero rifle for snacks. It's pretty desperate right now, surrounded by Glocks.
Tell yourself damage is the bare minimum here, and when they learn about this Galil, MOUZ, that really does come as a surprise. You've heard Glocks firing off. This one is rapidly getting out of hand. Snacks' hero Galil, and a Glock kill from Isaac puts GamerLegion up 5v3. And even if you were looking to do damage here, even if you were hoping that they take the bait, that these Glock kills, these eco kills on vanilla pistol players prove to be too tantalizing, and you get that kill over towards B, I don't think you were prepared for a 5v3 up. So now GamerLegion, what do they want to do with this? They're going to root back, all the way back, in fact. Another dink downrange. These Glocks are doing work right now. That one comes from the P250.
It's got to be Brolin. It has to be all Brolin.
In that first half, Volt was lights out in these A-site holds. Now we see if Brolin can match up to it. 1 kill, nice. 2 kills. Brolin makes it look easy on the spray. Torshi moves in with the MP9. It's only Snacks left standing. 25 seconds to play with. 8 HP to his name. And the hero gun is cut down by Torshi's jumping MP9.
That's a damn nice try for GamerLegion. It's very hard to, criticize them for losing that round even in a 5v3, just with the weaponry they have or the lack thereof. And Brolin's position allows him to spray 2 down from a safe angle here, and there's limited way to respond there if you're GamerLegion. To think Snacks gets running, jumping MP9 to close. MOUZ will take that in their stride. 8-6. And GamerLegion come in with their full buy. Nice heaven smoke. It's going to lock Yimpat out of any information towards the B side. And MOUZ don't want to push down ramp with only 2 players here. They have full mid control. They have cave. It's a good beginning to the round. GamerLegion just trying to burn out the util.
Considering how much damage was done last round, MOUZ managed their economy really well, and with Torshi getting some SMG kills to even pull this AWP out, right? This is something that, if you're GamerLegion, you might expect that you did enough damage that that AWP is not in play here. But it very much is, and it makes its way around towards this B site to help assist in the hold. Right place, right time for Torshi.
Spam is good. There's been some light dusting of damage onto MOUZ in this round. But Torshi's orb awaits. Looks to pick the leader. Missed shot.
Well, now they know about it.
Still, they're so indebted to this B side. 35 seconds, everyone here. The bomb on ramp. If they swing, they will see that bomb. They will know exactly what's going on. Torshi's going to have to reposition here as the pop comes in. They are up ramp already. He doesn't know it. Hits his shot, gets out behind the smoke. Shui, not with a gun for the job. The rifle rains down, and the flashes are perfect. Torshi trying to cover that cross, but he's setting up util for the retake.
Big kill from Exertion through the backline. Flash to tee up the rest of these peaks. Some wanted to be the hero. Acor is trying his best to be that man right now. Just got to put a stop to Exertion. They look to play this together. His teammate Along is hung out to dry. And Exertion finishes off that 1v2. Another multi-kill round from him. Across this series, he has been full of them. And that one there, driving the knife into GamerLegion. That is a devastating round to lose after Acor's heroics. After you break down that B site.
You just don't even have time to react to that play. He clears the off angle for Kioz. That's just phenomenal. That's filthy. And then immediately follows up to Acor, who's done everything he can, but it's still not enough. 9 rounds for MOUZ, 4 from the Spodek. And not just getting there, but the statement of a dominant 2-0 against GamerLegion, of surviving the overtimes yesterday against Cloud9, doing the same on Overpass here. And Ancient to follow. MOUZ want to hurry out the Hall of Heroes and strut up the steps of the Spodek. And right now, it's only pistols in their way.
Yeah, I mean, and if they don't fall down to these rounds, you know, really, there's one rifle round left in this to try and fight back if you're GamerLegion. This is a down to the wire second map. Any little mistake will cost you dearly. Torshi plucks them off from ramp. There is this push up through ramp, but Volt silenced after that initial double. Brolin infallible as he puts up a second despite being full flashed, and it's left to Acor again. Will this be his chance at redemption? Denied the play in the last round. This time tasked with a 1v2, and MOUZ are grouped. They're in this together. Moving through the smoke, runs out of ammo, and so they chase down that last man. They never let Acor get comfortable.
And isn't just that the most MOUZ 2v1 you've ever seen? Both sitting in the smoke, both ready to run at him. The second they get a whiff or a chance, he goes low on ammo on the A1, and they just give you room to breathe. Just appearing out of holes in the wall. And even Acor can't save this series, although he's trying. Great double entry for Volt again, as we said, the rock of the defensive half, but it's still only an eco. The MOUZ put to bed. Torshi starts mid now. MOUZ again try and get ahead of any changes. Acor will bring his T-side orb, something that Torshi never even wanted to wield in the first half. It's up to Snacks in Cave. The poles clash again.
Oh, freebie for Shui.
The flash is so good there from Brolin.
And this is a disaster for GamerLegion. Whatever they had planned, whatever ideas they come up with, whatever Snacks had called, it's meaningless now. The game plan entirely uprooted. And it's from the captain of MOUZ. It's from the guy calling the shots. He really drives home that he is in your head in that round there.
Just one of the most aggressive CT in-game leaders we have in the game right now, it feels like. And he has that aim to back it up, and he has the calls to put his pieces in the right place. Once again, look at his pawns getting moved around the map. They're climbing up. They've got the timing. They've got the bomb. Volt will find a crucial trade, but the clock is ticking. Brolin at the back of B waits for support.
Yeah, flashes to tee up Brolin, but he elects not to play with that first one. Instead, waits to go off the second. It's a little awkward as he was left blind there on that peak. tries to go back in for it. It's a 1-for-1, but Volt is cut down from the Torchi AWP, and MOUZ can feel it now. We said there was really only one proper rifle round left in this for GamerLegion. That was supposed to be it, and the whole plan, the whole play gets disrupted from Shui's aggression right at the top of the round. An awkward moment now for GamerLegion as they consolidate what little they have.
And for GamerLegion, if they lose this series, it's going to hurt, because it's not just how close you were and are to the Spodek, it's what waits for you in the lower bracket. Heroic, maybe even G2 if they fall to Ents. Poles in the top side of the bracket also gunning for the arena. There's only one spot, and there are so many hungry rosters right now. MOUZ are right there, they can feel it. 2 rounds, 2 Katowice playoffs. And here is that buy for GamerLegion, that desperate attempt to maintain some stability. But they have yet to find a T-side round.
Heading over towards A is not a bad shout. But you can already see Shui's posted aggressive in the cave. There will come a time where he wants to peek this, and so he's going to have that info early that this B side of the map is clear. Exertion's even peeled off back into the donut. He'll be here to lend a helping hand. Impact fights ahead, and the molly even burns out Volt. They will lose Shui out through the cave, but that second piece of Brolin is there to lock it in. Acor and Isaac, 2 versus 3. And the bomb is away from them.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't see a way MOUZ could lose this position again. They have Brolin in middle. Shui must love using this piece, because he is just with him through thick and thin.
Oh, this is such a gut punch of a round. Yeah. If you're GamerLegion, it was all riding on this force buy. You at least needed a bomb plant. You at least needed the cash injection. None of that has been afforded to them. And it's not even close. Your heart sinks as you watch Acor attempt the impossible, a 1v3 with the bomb out in the open and a man tucked in this corner. Acor dead, brushed aside, and GamerLegion have to come to terms with it. They are pretty broke, heading up against match and series point. It is a bitter pill to swallow. And it's the MP9 that ruined it all.
Yeah, you feel like you never even got a chance to play into this T-side yet again. MOUZ throw everything the way of GamerLegion. And they come out unbattered. Undeterred. Oh dear, even spam through smoke. It's getting better for MOUZ, round by round. Snax catches a kill, but this is it. It's starting to drip away. A missed orb shot, and inconsequentially, as Acor, in the blink of an eye, is left alone against every single player. A 1v4, and MOUZ came into play this season. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah, just elation for the MOUZ squad, and you can feel all that tension building up. They just have this one guy left to finish. Acor spamming smokes, praying, hoping, but he is surrounded. He is boxed in, and with that, Shui moves mountains. A monolithic final push to best Polish legend Snax and his squad. And from watching Snax lift that trophy all the way back in 2014 to now 10 years on, it's Shui taking the reins, taking Polish Counter-Strike into the Spodek, and doing it with